Okay, Assalamualaikum. Okay, now I would like to explain the background of Work from Home program. Work from Home program is a type of arrangement that enables people to work outside of a regular office environment. Over the last 4 decades, work from home has been described in a variety of ways, including working remotely, flexible workplace, and e-working. These terms allude to employees' flexibility to perform in a flexible workplace environment, particularly at home, while utilizing technology to perform job functions. So, in the context of COVID-19 pandemic, the Ministry of Human Resources implement work from home program as a new work culture because it has been proved to control the spread of COVID-19 effectively. Due to the fact that the work from home will become a new standard for employees, managers must establish and implement their strategy or work procedures based on their organizational culture, work environment, and also the job description for each employee. Okay, so now let's proceed to the causes of Work from Home program. First and foremost, the establishment of Movement Control Order or MCO is one of the concrete reasons of Work from Home program. Since January 2020, Malaysia has taken numerous attempts to control the COVID-19 outbreak, including the stricter limitations under the continuing Movement Control Order MCO 3.0 started on May 25. According to the strengthened regulations, 40% of private sector employees while 80% of government employees must work from home. Throughout this period, the companies are responsible for preventing the virus from spreading in the workplace by obligating the employees to scan the MySejahtera QR code before allowing them to enter the premise. Additionally, the following stricter restrictions will be applied to organizations in the government sector where all meetings will be held online via a secure channel and counter services will be available only by appointment. This policy seeks to restrict human movement by limiting offices number and reducing face-to-face interaction. Another cause of Work from Home program is to reduce the risk of COVID-19. Referring to a new analysis from the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, people should work from home if possible during the COVID-19 pandemic, since it indicates that those who work in an office are twice as likely to contract COVID-19 than those who work from home. This can be proven when workplace clusters continue to grow and a lot of cases reported positive for COVID-19. Therefore, the Workplace Standard Operating Procedure (SOP) must be tightened in order to reduce further COVID-19 infections, particularly those involving clusters. So, by limiting the number of employees to attend work and encouraging Work from Home program can help to flatten the curve of the COVID-19 crisis. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hello to my lecturer and also my fellow classmates. My name is FARAH BINTI AZHAR, and today I'll be talking about the functions of ministries in the Work from Home program. As we are all aware of, COVID-19 has a huge impact on the people's daily life. In Malaysia, in the efforts to curb the COVID-19 outbreaks, our government had implemented Movement Control Order or MCO, which it result in the suspension of most of economic activity except for the few essential services. As a result, many employees are required to work from home. In order to implement this work from home program, there are some ministries that have to work together to make sure that this program runs smoothly effectively and follows the SOP. For instance, the Ministry of Health have implemented SOPs for both employers and employees to adhere in the workplace, such as practicing personal hygiene, physical distancing, and also respiratory etiquette. Not only that, employees also need to provide on the health education and promotion materials on the COVID-19 to all employees, while employees need to always maintain the personal hygiene, such as frequently hand wash with soap or water or hand sanitizer, and not to forget to scan the MySejahtera QR code upon entering the workplace. On the other hand, Ministry of Human Resource also responsible on the welfare of the workers and the foreign workers in our country. In this work from home program, the Ministry of Human Resources are looking into providing a full pay to the workers as for them to look into their family members and also to give a fair treatment to the foreign workers. In addition, the Social Security Organization had collaborated with the hospitals and clinics to carry out the COVID-19 screening to the workers. And lastly, in relation to the emergence of COVID-19 outbreaks, the ILO, or International Labour Organization, have established the work from home standards for the employers to use as a reference for them to work from home. However, according to the ILO, employers are urged to follow and refer on the regulations in current national labour and employment laws and regulation, as well as occupational safety and health directives and recommendations published by the various national and local authorities. I think that is all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day. My name is Wahida and today I will be presenting on the SWOT analysis together with my friend NABILA. Basically, a SWOT analysis is a simple tool designed to facilitate organization in the initiation of a program to obtain meaningful data for program improvement purposes. The word SWOT is actually an acronym for strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So the first aspect that we need to look into would be strength. Strength refers to the abilities possessed by a program or an organization. The first strength of the WFH program is that it has a variety of online platforms provided on the internet. The shift of organizations towards this program can be easily attained with the advancement of technology to facilitate the performance of work to be done over the internet. Video conferencing platforms. Video conferencing platforms, or VCP, enable users to conduct face-to-face meetings virtually at most likely anywhere. In the working environment, video conferencing plays an integral part in the working capacity to connect with people outside of the office as they utilize the cloud-based services such as Cisco, Webex, Microsoft Teams, Zoom, Google Hangouts, and more. With written and verbal communication made via online, miscommunication is indeed inevitable between employees. So with the convenience of these video conferences platforms, the ability to see each other clearly during virtual meetings could help to eliminate such issue to promote more effective and productive working experience for the employees. As for the communication purposes in notifying people or to communicate with people, the application WhatsApp is also widely used by the people who work from home. The next strength in the implementation of this WFH program is that it is in line with the Movement Control Order MCO in curbing the transmission of COVID-19. So the initial order of MCO on 16th of March 2020 as a measure in flattening the curve of COVID-19. Now, it is made under the Prevention and Control of Infectious Disease Act 1988 and the Police Act 1967. So, attendance to the office is only permissible in situations where work cannot be performed outside of the office, and of course, they need to be supported with official documents and passes which permits them to work physically. for the exclusion. Any misconduct in the compliance of the WFH program will be subjected to disciplinary actions. So, with these strict regulations enforced, the WFH program would certainly be a success, as workers must work from home or else they would be penalized.
Hi, my name is NABILA binti BAKAR SIDEK. I will continue with the second aspect, which is weakness. Weakness refer to lack of essential form and ability for anything. First weakness of WFH program is communication barrier. WFH lead to lack of body language, facial emotion that may cause workers' decision to be slow. Missing details and miscommunication across geographical distance may form harsh judgment. Managers also feel if they cannot personally see their workers, they are unable to evaluate workers' performance and give constructive comment. Okay, the next weakness of WFH program is network issue. It is proven that company has to deal with IT pain and technical problems. A survey has identified that company face difficulties in delivering IT to the workers. Biggest technological barriers to the companies is unreliable resident internet access. Poor home internet speed can lead to issue with video and audio quality service. Okay.
Aspect that we need to look into is the opportunities. Now, opportunities here refers to the benefits or trends that an organization or program could benefit from. So the first opportunity of this WFH program is that it promotes the digital transformation of work. The term digital transformation depicts the digitization of work that was formerly performed by employees in the enterprise. The current crisis has definitely led to the encouragement of digital technologies completely in all aspects of human activities than ever before. From the implementation of the WFH program, the adaptation of integrating technologies into normal working routines has seen to be widely accepted rather quickly as compared to its implementation under normal work circumstances. The second opportunity of this WFH program is that it promotes teleworking. The pandemic of COVID-19 has greatly emphasized the importance of teleworking, where flexible working arrangements takes place. Basically, teleworking refers to the form of working in a remote manner, facilitated with ICT and technological tools away from the office premises. Basically, teleworking is also referred as a hybrid working model in which employees are able to work in the office as well as working elsewhere outside of the office. So hybrid employees can choose to work wherever and however that they deem to be productive at. According to a findings from UNDP, 83% of employers are opting for WFH even after MCO. Now, this model seems to be beneficial in terms of cost reduction, time saving, and overall quality of life is proven in most studies' findings. When a quality life is generally achieved by the employees, this would result to an increase in work productivity. This is in line with the UNDP's report, where 76% of employees and 63% of employers show persistence in productivity or enhanced productivity performance throughout the WFH period. This signifies a positive relationship between the WFH program and work productivity, which would then allow this program to be integrated into the normal working routines post-pandemic. At the commencement of NCO 3.0, workplaces now are more familiar and receptive with the WFH arrangement, and this shows that they would also exhibit the same behavior in the future. It was also found that there is a corresponding relationship between flexible working practices and health issues of the employees in terms of stress reduction, which would then result to better work performances. Now, this is crucial, especially in this pandemic where employers need to care for their employees' psychological well-being, which would then result to better work performances as well as organizational commitment and job satisfaction.
Okay, the last aspect is threat. Threat is defined as scenario or condition that jeopardize the completion of the activity. The first threat is work-life balance. Many employed people face work-life conflict during their working from home. This is because whether they are living alone or with family, they had to participate with certain household work. Work-life balance blurring can lead to stress and depression among the workers. The rising overlap between work and personal life areas make it difficult to the employees and the organization to achieve proper balance. Next point, cybercrime has increased as a result of WFH program. This is because the hacker appear to be targeting WFH staff with spam, phishing emails as well as harmful attachments. Every employer must exercise caution when it comes to data security and confidentiality. For the employee, they may require special training to their data protection and confidential responsibility.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. I'm ATIRAH binti OSMAN. Next, I will now continue the presentation by discussing some of the challenges involved in the work from home program. One of the challenges of implementing this work from home program is social isolation. Structurally, social isolation describes the absence of social contact, interactions, or relationship either with family, friends, or on a broader level such as society. When we link this to implementing work from home programs, employees who are not surrounded by professionals and were under career-driven energy will face motivational problems. They will start to feel demotivated. Employees start to lose their vision as they do not have so many people to drive inspirations. In addition, social isolation can also cause relationship between colleagues to be affected. So with this, it clearly shows that interacting with others daily is good for the mental health and moral of the employees. To be concluded, distance and social isolation will harm employee productivity. Well, the next challenge is staff management and possible misuse of work from home arrangements among employees. Trust issues have often been at the forefront of workplace discussions since organizations began implementing work from home program. This is because work from home can impact the trust equation between workers and managers. After all, the task of management is more challenging. In the absence of face-to-face contact, the traditional command and control management style becomes less relevant, and managers may struggle to find other ways to make sure that workers are getting their work done during work from home. If workers do not feel a sense of belonging during work from home, they may also distrust their manager and company leadership. This may lead to the manager's loss of control, and certain workers may abuse the work from home arrangements. The final challenge in implementing the work from home program that I will discuss is a shortage of ICT equipment and workstation arrangement. The lack of computer and mobile hardware and internet access provided by employees is increasingly limiting work from home. Long-distance workers may not have access to good equipment, which can cause physical discomfort in the long run. The COVID-19 pandemic makes it difficult for employers to plan and allocate sufficient time for optimal preparation for work from home arrangements. Problems can arise when companies, especially small and medium-sized enterprises, may lack the necessary communication infrastructure or adequate equipment for all staff to work from home at the same time. This has resulted in inconsistent or delayed employee output and a lack of flexibility and tolerance by employers.
Hi, I'm NURUL. Now, I will explain on recommendation for work from home program enhancement. There are some recommendations to improve the work from home program that can be applied by several parties which are involved in this program directly and indirectly. First party that can take a few steps is government. Government of Malaysia already gave benefits to Malaysian people under B40 level due to unstable economic condition in this pandemic, such as free data and financial scheme to improve people's welfare. According to Alexander, he stated that the Malaysian Ministry of Communication and Multimedia announced RM180 telco credit will begin under the Jaringan Prihatin program for B40 people, and also continued 1 gig free data daily until the Jaringan Prihatin begins. But not all people are lucky to have these chances like B40 people get. According to New Straits Times, the M40 groups are forgotten child by the government. It is because the M40 is not like T20 segment, which have financial wherewithal they can go through in this economic condition. So M40 is actually have the same situation like B40 too. David Tan said that work from home program is not about human resource issue. It's actually the things that government have to support them by giving technical support and also digital facilities to the civil servant or employees under the government to make their tasks easily. Next party is employer. The commitment of employer to this program is very important. So employer should understand their employees. They should know what employees will go through when they doing their work at home. So employees must use monitoring practices and also train for online collaboration to their employees. This will help the employees to have clear guidelines and information from the employees, and by doing these practices and training, it will help employees to keep in touch with the employer. For example, employer can use any application such as Google Meeting, Zoom or Microsoft Teams to keep in touch with the employees and do meeting or discussion or further discussion and details on the tasks that will be given to the employees.
With Terramind UAM, you can establish organization-wide visibility and control with activity monitoring, detect insider threats and vulnerabilities with behavioral analytics, protect your sensitive data and resources with intelligent policy and rules engine, boost your team's productivity and enhance performance, conduct risk analysis to identify potential threat vectors, investigate security incidents and collect evidence, and manage third-party access to your resources and data. With all these features and more, Terramind.
Okay, last but not least, the employee's effort in having a healthy lifestyle to prevent mental health issues due to social isolation during work from home program implemented. So Actually, the work from home program is very beneficial, but somehow there are some difficulties to the employees who feel lonely and isolated. According to Carrie, Kathleen, Katie, and also Colleen, an employee must focus on important thing in their daily life. There are 3 common important things that they should focus on, which is a good sleep practices, a care in nutrition, and maintain mental health. According to Dr. Kristen Wong, to reduce their stress, an individual must have a meditating time and make sure that their bedtime and wake up time is consistently day by day. The individual also must take a good care of their nutrition by have a planning for their diet schedule and make sure that their eating is purposeful, and to have a good and maintain their mental health, the individual should do some activities that may help their mind will be peaceful. So they can do any activities that give them a feel of relaxing and make their mind think positively. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.